general love reading for June 2021. It's general. It's not going to resonate with everybody. And it's for all fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, take what resonates, leave what does not. We're not making life-changing decisions based on these tarot. We are simply here to give a bit of insight, guidance, and see what comes out. All right. Thank you so much for everyone that's here. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Arrows. Aries is really focused. I feel like arrows. I feel like Aries in particular need not be toyed with right now. Yeah, probably not a good idea. All right, so anyways, Aries, Leo, Sag, all fire signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your love for June 2021. All right, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you and worth waiting for. Divine timing is Divine timing is at work in your love life. I almost said is worth waiting for. I feel like sometimes we want to rush things, especially fire signs. Fire signs are obviously fiery, ready to go, full of passion. Oftentimes real go-getters, they move a little bit faster. But it's worth waiting for. Divine timing is worth waiting for, especially because it is heavy at play in your life if you are resonating with these messages. And love yourself first. You have to give to you. And I mean, who is going to give to you what you won't give to yourself? And why would you expect someone to give you things that you're not willing to give to yourself? This a bit of this type of energy came through in the daily reading for the 31st of May. And basically it is, why are we giving everything that we have and that we work for and that we are worth and what we can bring to someone else and not giving it back to ourselves? Not only not giving it back to ourselves, but not even expecting it in return. And now it is true, we don't do things for other people because we expect that in return, but at some point energy must be exchanged in a somewhat even manner. Does that mean that we will all have the same love language? Absolutely not. Does it mean that we will all have the same amount of money to be gifting others with what they have gifted us with? No, it doesn't. But it does mean on some level there must be a return of energy. It may not look exactly the same, but it must be in a somewhat equal give and take thing. So love yourself first. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Make sure that you're loving yourself, because whenever you do that, you exert that. It just oozes out of you. Do you ever wonder why you've lost no weight? You've changed no clothes, no hair routines, makeup routines. You've changed nothing. You might even just roll out of bed, throw your hair in a musty bun, put on your house shoes and run to the store, but you are just feeling real confident that day, and you turn so many heads. And on a day you're not feeling that great, you try to do your makeup, your hair, you put on your little heels, whatever, and you turn in no heads and you just feeling. That's because people are attracted to your vibe. People are attracted to your confidence. People are attracted to what is within you. Yeah, of course there's physical attraction, but that's only going to take you so far. And also, as you elevate, okay, as you raise your frequency, these things, they don't really mean that much. And also they start to coincide. The way you're feeling inside starts to overpour to the way you're feeling outside. So yes, this is why they say it's easier to get a man when you got a man, easier to get a job when you got a job, because in that space you're more confident. Okay, so love yourself first, because self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Also, if you're on the fence, if you're saying, oh, I want this, no, I don't want that, no, if you can't decide, of course it's going to be harder for the universe to bring you things because you're not being very clear. Write it down. Write it down. Matter of fact, write it down and put it in a pot, a plant, the pot of a plant, a potted plant. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Put it in a plant that you will water, that will grow, that you can take care of. Some of y'all out here killing air plants. I know, I used to be one of them. Put it in a pot that you know you can take care of, that you know is not going to die on you, that you know you're capable of. For those of you that have a hard time with plants, ivies are going to be best. Like pothos ivy is super hard to kill. Okay, it's a low light plant, so if you forget to put it in the window or if you don't water it, it'll last a long time. And even when it starts to die, You can water it and it'll come right back out. So get a pothos ivy if you're one of those. Get whatever you want if you have a green thumb. But get a piece of paper, write down what you want. And also, I need to be clear. Make sure that you're writing down energies that you're wanting and not people that you're wanting, because that's unhealthy. You want to write down the energy and the expectations and the qualities that you want to find in another, and not necessarily write down a person that you're trying to get. That's very unhealthy. That should come by free will. You shouldn't be doing that. Look, I do a lot of different workings for a lot of different people, and I advise you 3 times that you should not be playing with free will and doing these love spells out here on people. But if you still adamant, I'm gonna give you what you want, but I'm also going to explain to you that you can't unbind that shit, that it becomes unhealthy and toxic. It usually results in abuse of several kinds. And then when you want to be rid of it, it's that much harder to break because you unnaturally bound the shit. You know what? I'm just here. Would you blame Smith and Wesson for killing people? Would you blame the fork for making a person fat? No, I'm just here to do what I do. But I do advise against it. But what I will say, write it down. Write down what you want. Put it in the pot, put it in the soil. When you plant this, put a pretty pot, because you look, the thing about working with energy when you're doing stuff like that, now some of you are on a level where you can just manifest this, you don't need any tools. But for those of you that are beginners or just having an awakening and you still need a point of focus, this is good for you. Okay, but when you do these things, the more work and energy that you put into something, the more that it gives you back. And that's why we put it in a living plant, because we want it to continue to grow. We want to continue to nurture it. We want to continue to give it light, love, talk to it, okay? Water it, give it food. Yes, they sell plant food. Do all of these things, and that may help you clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And then also, we're not rushing it. Wait for it, okay? Divine timing. If you want something that's really going to last and really going to be meant for you, then it's going to be divine. That's just the way that it is. Justice. Okay, we want truth and equality. My whole spiel in this Love Yourself First about equality and balance, about truth. Okay, not bending free will. If somebody don't want you, to hell with them. Not everybody's meant for everybody. Let them go. Everybody deserves happiness, though. Let me tell you that. Everybody deserves happiness in their own way. And we can't all be happy with one another. Just because you think that you have a physical attraction to someone, or an emotional attraction, or an intense spiritual connection, doesn't mean they have it back with you. Doesn't mean that they'll be ready for it if they even have it back with you. They may definitely have it, but may not be ready for it with you. They may not be ready to commit. They may have their own karma and shit to clear up still. That's okay. But let them go. Let them go where they're supposed to go, and you go where you're supposed to go. Okay? 2 of Swords. Now, I'm not reading reversals in this, but it did come out in reverse. So it tells me there's some procrastination here. All right. Like I said, being on the fence. Okay. Being on the fence of deciding what you want. Oh, well, I think I want them to look like this. Well, no, I'm okay if they look like this. Well, I think they need to have at least this much money, but it'd be better if they had this much money. But does money matter to me? Things like that. Also, if that's a thing, anyway, well, we're not going to go into that. But yeah, clearly decide, because I'm showing a little bit of procrastination, some hesitation, some resilience. It's not resilience and not resentment. It's like this weird, it's going against restraint, resistance. Is it resistance? I think it's resistance. It's like going against the flow. Also, letting go of the past, releasing things that no longer serve you, people that no longer serve you, connections that no longer serve you. Release it. You cannot keep continuing to, like some of y'all, why I always attract the bad boy? Why everybody I've had has always cheated on me? Okay. Well, that's why you need to love yourself first and clearly decide what you want and let divinity bring it to you. Okay. We're aired. We are aired in our human ways and our carnal minds. So we think we know what we need, but really we just know what we want. Okay. And so you can't continue to attract these things and go back to the past and let people keep having do-overs and come back to you and taking them back without changed behavior and expect to have a different outcome. It's not going to happen. You have to release those things. 2 of Wands, a clear decision. Which way are we going? Which way are we going? Red pill or the blue pill? This window or that window, left or right? You need to decide what you want. Do you want truth? Do you want something solid? Do you want something for the world to see? Does it matter? Like, is it coming from a shallow place? And it's not, hey, no shade, no shame, no judgment. If that's what you want, that's fine. Like, plenty of people out here have relationships that, a romantic relationship is not the same to everyone. It can be a business arrangement, and oftentimes is. People just don't know it. But if that's what you want, if you're looking for somebody that's good arm candy and good for publicity, I'm seeing that some of you are kind of in the public eye. If you're wanting something that is what it is, and it promotes you and it promotes y'all in the home because you're able to make more money from it, there's nothing wrong with that. But don't expect all the deeper connections to come with it, because they may. But if that's what you're looking for first and foremost, you need to accept that, okay, going forward. And then on the other hand, if you're wanting something that's deep and solid and connected in a way that is divine and unbreakable, emotionally fulfilling, okay, then you can't necessarily expect it to look a certain way and be, let's say, out there for public appearance. Okay, now you can have both. No one's saying you can't have both, but usually you need to decide what you're basing this on as well in the month of June, is what I'm seeing for you. Because it's a lot of decisions. I'm even seeing yeah, it's a lot of decisions. I feel like I'm talking to either single people or people that are hit a wall in a current relationship. Okay, 3 of Coins. You need to build your own empire, okay? Build your own, and then let's see what we can add to it, is kind of what I'm picking up from this card. Queen of Swords coming under that 2 of Swords, and the Palace of Swords. Again, we're creating a safe space within the consciousness to voice our truth, okay? And we don't have a problem with cutting things out that don't allow us to love ourselves. Some of you may be dealing with a bit of a control freak, or they may not even be a control freak. Sometimes people are real charming, and they're manipulative in a way that doesn't quite feel manipulative. Okay, they can say and do little things that make you go against what you want, or make you kind of go a different way, or a different path, or kind of do something that you wouldn't normally do, or go a way that you wouldn't normally go, or even put up with things that you wouldn't normally put up with. And it's not that they're outright controlling, like, I said sit down, like, not like that, but sometimes people are so charming and manipulative that they will have you doing things that you don't necessarily want to do in a kind of slick way. And I don't see that in the month of June. I see this being very confronted head on, and maybe not allowing that anymore. Like, I see you. I'm hearing, like, I see you. And also, for those of you that have felt shut down and unable to, like, let's say you really love somebody, right? Let's say you really love somebody. The connection is strong. You're really feeling this relationship, or the potential even of this relationship. And you hit a point where it's like, oh, well, I don't really like how that just went down, or that makes me a little bit uncomfortable, or something like that. And you've tried to voice it, and you felt shut down, you felt cut out, you felt like this person may even just not talk to you, you felt ghosted, you felt like they possibly even give you silent treatment, you felt possibly like you're walking on eggshells, like there's certain things that you feel strongly about that you're not able to voice. I don't see that for you going forward, okay? Ace of Wands. This is a new adventure and new passion. And I'm hearing, yes, and I demand that. I want that. I need that. I'm hearing for y'all, for a lot of y'all. I need that. I need that passion, and I need that strong connection. I'm hearing, I want to be young again. I'm seeing someone like a girl grab. It's really beautiful to me. It's like an older lady. I would say she's in her 70s or 80s. Oh, I got chills all over me. She's in her 70s or 80s, and she is out in a field of like flowers. I'm seeing a lot of yellow sunflowers. And she's out there in this field, and she's in this like little sundress with pigtails and these little like barrettes in her hair, like a schoolgirl, like a little girl, not a little girl, but like a schoolgirl. And then she's grabbing her stomach, and she's spinning around, and her dress is spinning out, and she's saying, like, I just want the butterflies again. Right? No matter how old we get, we still need to flirt with one another. No matter how long our relationship has been has been, we still need to ignite that passion. So whether you meet somebody new or for the first time, you know, maybe if you're single, that sort of sparks that, or you need to respark that within your own relationship. I'm seeing that as a very real feeling that needs to be felt, and it does need to be felt. Also, there's a sense of freedom coming out of this reading, and youthfulness, playfulness that wants to be, I'm hearing, let free again. King of Swords with the Eight of Hearts. You may have to walk away from something that hasn't been serving you, okay? With the Justice, that can even be like a legal separation or a divorce, okay? It could be maybe, let's say you've been separated for a long time. Maybe the divorce is finally, you know, it's going to be finalized, and now you can go forward in a relationship that you've already started or interested in, or even just new, a relationship with yourself, possibly even for some of you, okay? I'm hearing some of you logically can't do that right now. You need to see something or feel something and you want to stick around and give it another go. But I feel like you're not sure if that's going to be able to coincide with the rest of what you're wanting to do, which is love yourself first, be put on a pedestal, be catered to, be valued even, okay? Ten of Swords, it's the Two of Swords. Some of you have been turning your head to things that just don't make sense. You know, some of you have been turning a blind eye and procrastinating on calling out deception. Okay, some of you are the deceiver, and I'm hearing not with malicious intent. Some of you want a higher level of relationship, but you're truly unable to put in the work in that space right now because you're working on so many other things, be it self work, shadow work, or, you know, other business. Some of you are, I'm seeing like workaholics, building things up for yourself, and you're trying to you know, manifest a relationship that you want to be 100 and put 100 in and then put 100 in, and it's just not possible right now because you're pinned down by too many things. And this is something I feel like you haven't been seeing clearly. I feel like you know it, and somewhere down inside you know it, but it's like, who doesn't want to be with someone, right? Like, who the hell wants to be alone? Nobody. Not really. Now, you may come to a point where you're like, shit, I'd rather be alone than be with the wrong person. I understand that. I get that. And I don't disagree with that. But at the end of the day, we all want a companion, okay? To some degree. Eight of Swords, Eight of Spades. I'm telling you, you've got to get out of this nostalgic feeling, get out of this, like, this thinking that it wants to come through, like this thinking you have a type. That's how it wants to come through. It's telling me that this is mentally draining, number one, and also blocking what's really meant for you to manifest. Two Wands with the King of Diamonds. You need to pick the place and the space and the direction that is more solid for you, and you need to be confident in it. I feel like I'm dealing with people that have struggled with self-esteem and confidence. Nobody would know it from looking the outside of you. Nobody would know it. On the outside, everyone sees someone who's truly confident, never broken. But on the inside, it's a blanket. I'm hearing it's a blanket because I'm feel like I'm dealing with survivors for sure, but they're very broken on the inside. They're not as confident and secure and have the highest self-esteem. I'm feeling like I'm dealing with people that have settled for things that they know they shouldn't have settled for many different reasons. But I'm seeing now is the time to be confident for real, not just on the outside, on the inside too. Queen of Clubs. Is that clubs? Spades. Look at that. Queen of Spades coming before the same energy. Queen of Swords with the Three of Coins. Solid. I want this. I want that. I need this. I need that. I'm willing to build it, even if I got to do it on my own. But I can no longer settle for less. I can no longer work on things that don't serve me and or the both of us. I'm hearing the sacrifice is over. The sacrifice era. What? Okay, so we're dealing with someone who has sacrificed a lot and gotten very little to nothing back. And it's like, but it's like a probation period is kind of what it feels like. It's like, okay, so when is it my turn? When is it my turn? And also, why am I helping you build something that has nothing to do with me in this romantic relationship? It's a relationship. It takes two of us. Why am I helping you build things that are only meant for you, and I have nothing to do with that? I'm here and I'm not allowed in that space, so why would I do that anymore? I did that because I loved you. I love you. I want to see you succeed. But if I have no place there, then what is the point? Someone doesn't feel valued, for sure, respected, and also someone feels taken for granted, taken advantage of with this Six of damn hearts. It's things that have always, yeah, well, this is karmic shit ending out. And we are coming into retrograde, so that could be why you've got all this Six of Cups energy, you know, things coming back from the past, things coming back around for you to cut out, for you to see a little bit more clearly, for you to understand what was your role even in these failed relationships, possibly, or in this failed relationship, or a relationship that is failing but can be brought back to health, okay, that can be rejuvenated with this Ace of Wands, however that may be resonating with you. Queen of Swords with the Four of Hearts. This is rejecting an offer, I feel like, but because her with that sword, she's like cutting it down, like, nope, nope, that's not going to work anymore. I feel like somebody's been possibly like making empty promises or saying they're going to do things. It's like, shit, or get off the pot already. I'm bored of it. I'm over it with the Five of Clubs. Now, somebody here is confronting things head on. I'm bored of it. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I see what you're not doing. How about that? I'm bored of it already. I'm over it. I'm quite frankly, I'm over it. The Fool and the Nine of Hearts. Someone is going towards what they want, and that is a safe place to express themselves. If I can't talk to you about what I think and what I feel, what are we doing here? Because this Ace of Wands, you can get that from anywhere. At its core, the Ace of Wands is a phallic symbol, right? You can get the dick from anywhere. If we're not going to be more than that, if this is not going to amount to more than that, if it's not going to grow to be more than that, if I can't truly express and connect, I don't want it. Someone's looking for more. This could even be the sitting on the fence and kind of clearly needing to decide what you want. Maybe somebody looked at romantic relationships before as business endeavors, collaborations to help them, possibly someone to take care of them, possibly someone to take care of. I feel like in the past, there's been a very unhealthy for them. Like they were trying to convince themselves that they wanted something or would settle for something that actually didn't fit with their soul. I think that's what this is about. And also, people change. What you wanted in a relationship 20 years ago is not necessarily and probably not what you want today. People change, people grow. Three of Hearts. I feel like there will be definitely a collaboration and a reuniting with yourself, with your own soul. But it is going to come with walking away from some things. Yeah. You're proposing to yourself. The Lovers and the Sun. At the end of the day, everybody just wants happiness, but we're taking action toward that happiness and not just waiting for it to come anymore. Okay? We're looking at what's been going on in the dark. We're looking at what this potentially is causing. Okay? What it has caused and where it can go from here. We're taking a deeper, darker even look and understanding into how we've deceived ourselves, how we're being deceived, what's been holding us down, what's been hanging us up, what's been holding us back, because we're moving forward in a new way, in a new day. All right? I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here with me. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you next time.
Gina, she's so spicy.